Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I film content about faith, lifestyle, and beauty, makeup, and all things that bring healing. My name is Melody, which means sweet music. As you can already tell, I'm extra. My name means sweet music, and my life's goal is to bring healing and just sweetness to people. Welcome back to my channel. So today I just thought to share with you guys things that I learned at Liberty, my time at Liberty University. First of all, I'm so grateful for my time there. I'm so grateful for the things that I learned and just the opportunity to be there. Really, I'm really grateful that God made a way, even when it seemed like I wasn't going to be able to make it there. But I was there for 3 years. I grew so much there. I started my master's in human services counseling, and then I transitioned into pastoral counseling in crisis response and trauma. I loved every bit of both of the experiences. I stumbled on my book from school, I stumbled on my book, counseling 502 PACO as in pastoral counseling, PACO 604 crisis intervention. Like, I was an extra student, guys. I'm extra. It's like I can't spend all this money, travel all these miles, and then not soak up this experience. So I tried to soak it up. I was going to CC, campus community, going to Convo when I didn't need to because I was a grad student. I just wanted to soak everything up. I just stumbled on my notes from school. It was in my trunk. And something that I saw, so many things I've actually been reading, but one of the things that I saw was that counseling is a process that facilitates or promotes change. Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, I've seen so many things in the book. I'm like, I learned this one too. I learned that one too. So many things that just look strange. So it's also just says that we always need to keep refreshing our memories. We need to keep, adding to the knowledge that we have, because you can be learning things and forgetting them. So it's important that we always go back to the things that we learn. Anyway, so let me go straight to it. The first thing that Liberty did for me was that Liberty made me humble. That's the truth. The first thing that Liberty did for me is that it humbled me, in the sense that first of all, Liberty is a Christian university. I intentionally wanted to go to a Christian school. It so happened that Liberty is orthodox, it's orthodox in its ways, it's conservative. And I came from a background that's Pentecostal. I came from Pentecostal, charismatic background. We have our way of praying, especially as Africans. We are very expressive, very expressive. We make sounds, we make movements, and then coming to a place where it was just hard for me. And for a while, I thought, this cannot make any impact. This can't make any spiritual impact. How are they growing? Or this prayer they're praying, it's not even reaching anywhere, it's not even hitting the roof, that kind of thing. It's like, if it's not emphatic, if it's not passionate, if it's not if we're not sweating, and if you're not feeling like your blood is boiling, if it's not like that, then it's not. So I struggled with that. But as time went on, something that I learned is that God meets people where they are, and there's no one way of, there isn't one prescribed method of communicating with God, or whatever. And cultures, personalities affect or play a role in how people commune with God. So I just saw that, okay, it's a cultural thing. A lot of it is cultural, in that we're very expressive and very passionate, and just because some other people choose to, spend time with God in a way that's different from me, does not make them less, make their way less effective. As a matter of fact, it works for them. It gives them peace. They get healing. They hear God by just sitting still, by not saying a word. So that humbled me to see that there's my way is not the way. What I've always known is not the way. So that was humbling. And just when things like that happen, you find that when you have an experience, a humbling experience like that, it trickles down into different things. You just see that, okay, just because this person does this in a different way that for me doesn't make me superior. That's their way and this is my way, and we can all have different ways. And God is not exhausted. God is not irritated or whatever. He made all of us different, so it's okay for us to all have different ways of doing different things, especially connecting with God. So that humbled me. The way that I see people, or the way that I treat people. I don't know if it's an American culture, if it's a liberty thing, but I think it's more liberty, because liberty has a very strong culture of love, of respect, of of tenderness, and everything. And also because I was doing counseling, so we were trained to value people with whatever ailment, whatever disability, the goal is that you're treating them with dignity. So that really did that for me, in that it just helps the way I see people. In Nigeria, it's we are very class conscious. Nigerians are very class conscious. They're very elitist. Maybe it's a British thing, it's the British influence on our culture, but we're very uppity, but liberty humbled me also in that way. Whether they are poor or rich, if you're going to interact with them, your interaction must be respectful, no matter their age, no matter their financial or economic background. They must be respected and treated with love and dignity. So, but I think that why Nigeria is the way it is, why people treat people with the way that they want to treat people, because in general I think that Nigerians we're very interesting. We like people, we are communal, and our culture is collectivist, but at the same time we're not respectful of people. We respect people that we think we can gain something from, and I think that why that is because there are no bodies, there are no agencies, there are no checks and balances, there are no structures that actually checkmate you, that hold you accountable for treating your child or treating a house girl badly because it's not your child or whatever, or because it's your stepchild. In Nigeria, I'm going to speak for Nigeria, I can't say Africa because Africa is a whole continent. I'm going to just speak for my country. So Nigeria, people get away with things because the structures and the systems that checkmate, that make sure, that ensure that human lives are treated with utmost respect are not there. So that's what I find in America. It's not like they really love people or anything, but they just can't because they have to be, or else your neighbor is going to call social security and they're going to take your kids from you, or that person in your house, they're going to take them away from you because you're treating them badly. Everybody's ears and eyes are alert. But in Nigeria, for example, at my job, my boss wants me to leave once he's 5. He wants me to leave once he's 5 because if I stay 1 hour more, they have to pay me. He told me, he said it's the law, they have to pay me, and they don't. It's not once I'm there past 5, they're not paying me my normal hourly rate. They're going to pay me time and a half. So it's the law, and I'm just like, that makes sense. As opposed to Nigeria, you stay there till 10, 11, nobody cares. You stay there. When you're even packing your things to go home, you'll be feeling guilty, like, oh my God, where am I going? But that's because there are no systems. Anybody can get away with anything. So that's what liberty and I'll say America did for me, just respect for human lives and just how people feel, that when people come in contact with me, that they feel dignified. The third thing that liberty did for me was that liberty helped me to be assertive. I think more my degree, because more my training as a counselor, pastoral counselor, one of the things that they did for us was that we had to take multiple personality tests, and from my multiple personality test, it was one of the weaknesses of my personality is that we're not assertive. So one of the things that I was trained in was to be assertive, not to be disrespectful, but to say what I mean and to say what's on my mind, and to not to have boundaries and to be assertive. So to have boundaries, think about my boundaries, know what my boundaries are, and to be able to communicate those boundaries in a way that they're going to be respected, but not in a way that offends the other person. I'm more intentional about doing things that I want to do, not doing things that I don't want to do, but I'm only doing it simply because it makes XYZ feel good, So you also when you grow older, you're more comfortable to truthfully express yourself. Being assertive reduces anxiety. So that's very true. Being assertive reduces anxiety and helps you live authentically, and also enhances and enhances and betters your relationships. Yep, always out the bad ones. So being assertive, it gives you peace. Being assertive just helps you to be at peace, it reduces anxiety, and it boosts your confidence, because you're not cowering, or you're not shrinking, you're not pretending to be one thing but then or to want one thing but then you like the other thing, you know what I mean? So it helps you to also it betters your relationships, in that when you're assertive, those that love you and are for you will stay with you, but those that don't like it, will those that only liked you for the fake you, or the you that served them, will walk away. And it's something that I'm still growing in. I wouldn't say that I am like a pro in, but I'm also learning it. I think American culture is very big on boundaries and very big on assertiveness. I also believe that people should learn to make sacrifices. People should learn to inconvenience yourself sometimes. Like, that's what life is, be there for people, inconvenience yourself for people. So for me, I think it's just a way to balance it, to listen to my spirit, and not always be just saying yes to people, or just always blending in, but to sometimes say no, I want to be alone, or I want to spend time with God, things like that, just whatever it is. The last thing that I have on my list is that LU helped me love God. It helped me it ignited my passion for God. In the beginning, I was like, wait, what is this? Waiting be this, like, what are these people saying? Like, their delivery just didn't do it for me. It wasn't like I said earlier. It wasn't like it was just like they were just gisting and God this, and in the Bible when Jonah, it's just very conversational, very just chill. Me, I like it to be, So, but it helped me in the long run, even my degree, because we had to dig in to the Word of God. We had to dig in and understand why the world is the way it is. And the overarching theme of pastoral counseling is that the problems of man, the problems of the world, the issues in the world are as a result of sin, and the solution to sin is Jesus Christ. So that really helped me. Even working as a shepherd, I served at Liberty as a graduate shepherd, and thanks to Pastor Tim and Rob for that opportunity, because I was the only one that looked like me or sounded like me in that department, Office of Spiritual Development. I worked in the OSD. So I thank Pastor Tim and Rob for bringing me into that space, and so it kept me grounded spiritually. So also humbled me. So I'm grateful. That's all, guys. That's all. But there's also so many things, like I said, from my degree, like so many things about children, attachment styles, and just so many things that I've even forgotten. But those are like the major life transformational things, things that I see in my thinking and in my interaction with people. Those are the top overarching things. So thank you guys for watching. Please watch out for my next video. Let me know what content you want to see, what you want me to talk about, or just what you want to know, whatever. Just let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Love you. Toodles. Bye.